Welcome to another episode of the Sanat Method. My name is Sanat, and I run the Sanat Method, a community of young, successful South Asian men who want to improve themselves across every area of life. Now, here's why I think it's so hard for young men out there to improve. Back in the day, when fatherhood, brotherhood, community was more recognized, it was a lot easier to improve because you have all these role models around you. Now I get so many people that message me and say, hey man, you're my role model. In fact, you're my only role model because there's not many people out there that want to improve, especially those that look like us and that just want to do it in a healthy way with, I guess, a good-hearted intent. Bring back fatherhood, bring back brotherhood, bring back all of these things, bring back strong men. I am all for that, yes. But what can you do now? If your father is not present in your life, or he's too busy working, or whatever, and you don't have a brother, also you don't have cousins, etc., what can you do to change this? Well, the beautiful thing about the modern times is you can put yourself in scenarios by choice. You can make yourself part of a community that wants to improve. But why? What's that gonna do, Sana? What's the benefit of this, man? I want to improve. I don't care about these other people. Yes, you're selfish by nature. But the idea is, you clearly haven't got to where you want to. If you have, I'm not sure why you're watching this video. And if you haven't got there, then you got to think why that is. And at some point you failed. Whatever the goal is, at some point you failed. Maybe you gave into a vice, smoking, alcohol, drinking, vaping, watching something on the internet, or worst of all, I'd say, sugar. If you gave into some kind of vice and you stopped yourself from achieving your goal, or you delayed it massively, think what it would be like if there was someone holding you accountable right there and then, you know? You're meant to sleep by 10 every night and look at you sleeping by 12:31. What if someone was there to hold you accountable? That's why people have personal trainers. They hold them accountable towards the fitness realm of the world. But what if there was someone that did that in every aspect of life? What if there was a community of people that you say, hey, look, my goal is to sleep by 10 every night, and you're saying that to 30 other young, successful men. And then you have to go and tell them after night 2 that you were like, oh, well, I slept at 12. Do you think they're going to respect you? Do you think they're going to look at you and think, yeah, I want to be around that guy? No, they're going to think, well, this guy couldn't even do something that simple. So you're going to hold yourself to a higher standard if you're surrounded by other guys that are improving. It's so simple, and I wish I had this when I was growing up. We look for that through our friends often. Our friends can be our brothers, for sure. Some of my friends are my brothers. But sometimes there's things I guess we can't tell our friends, maybe. Or sometimes they're too busy to hold you accountable. What if you need something more personalized? Or what if you needed a group that's just specifically focused on what you want to focus on, and your friends are focused on other stuff, and that's fine. That you can find that it exists. All you need to do is put the energy out into the world that you want, and you know, be pure-hearted and keep taking action on it, and it will come to you. I had that life advice when I was younger, because I couldn't find friends that were doing the right thing, that were doing good, healthy things. People were always clubbing and drinking, and I didn't want to do that, but I couldn't find anyone that didn't want to do that. The advice was, do it anyway, and people will come to you, and that's exactly what happened. And I met some of my best friends through calisthenics, which is bodyweight workout. I was outside in calisthenics parks in London. Even when it's cold or raining, I'd still go. I still wanted to train. It's good for me. I was in nature. And then I ended up finding other guys who also were doing the same thing, often by themselves, and then boom, simple friendships. Because I put that energy out there, they put that energy out there, so on, so on. Now, my friends might then move across the world. Oh, well, what if I need someone, who's on my time zone, etc., who's closer to me, who's more similar to me? Well, you can find that through communities. Maybe your friends look different to you and you want to find people that look like you. I mean, the idea of self-development across every aspect of life, I think, is a bit more rare in the brown communities. I'm Indian. We excel financially wherever we are. In India, whether we're in the US, in the UK, Australia, wherever. That's great. Are we excelling in other things? Yes, but not to the same extent. You can find people that are. You think, oh, okay, well, I'll give you the best example, martial arts. When I got into martial arts, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever, I was like, dude, there's no Indians doing this. People actually question if I was Indian because they were like, oh, well, Indians aren't doing this. You might be like Brazilian or something else. Obviously, I look different all the time. Right now, I've got a lot of hair on my head. and but you know, still the little goatee. Maybe you're Mexican or something, whatever. Eventually I stayed in the space and I found those people. You can find people like that, and it would be a lot easier if there's a community to do that, whatever the goal is. Community is also the best way, well, I guess, to find people with shared interests, best people to connect with. These are people that want to talk about the same things as you. Through accountability, via community, you can actually reach your goals. It's that simple. But the question is, how long are you willing to wait to get there? Me personally, I'm trying to reach my goals basically as quickly as I can. Because why not? My goals are going to be helping myself, my family, and other people. I want to do that. Why would I waste time? There's no reason to. Fuel your life with purpose, not just fun, and you will see a very fulfilling life. Learn to be content over the term happy, and you will see a very fulfilling life. You'll find peace. You'll feel different. You'll feel more relaxed. That's all I have to say for today. If you want to have any more discussions about this, any other advice, drop me a message. Like I said, we talk about all these topics and more in our community, the Sanat Method, which is for young, successful South Asian men. If you want to be a part of that community, drop me a message on Instagram and we'll see if you're a good fit. It's a very exclusive community, but it will expand as time goes on. That's all from me. I wish you the best. Peace.